Hi friends, Tracy Bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to the Simple Sweet Stampers Tutorial Bundle. Now this is October's tutorial bundle. It's Season of Elegance. I'm a little bit late getting this out to you, but it's okay. You can still get it for free, or you can purchase it as well. But I have to share these with you. Now I actually created 2 cards with this, and I'm going to be sharing the 2 cards that I created for this bundle tutorial. So the Season of Elegance is on page 24-25 of the Holiday Mini Catalogue, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got some the Peaceful Seasons bundle, you've got the Peaceful Evergreens bundle, there's DSP, there's an embossing folder, ribbon and embellishments. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm actually sharing 2 cards. So this is the first card in the 12 card series. It's using some very vanilla cardstock as our base. We have some old olive cardstock as well as cherry cobbler and that beautiful Season of Elegance 12x12 designer series paper. So I'm just going to do a little bit of die cutting, and we're going to use this beautiful paper. So there are 12 sheets, absolutely stunning paper, and I just wanted to have that flecks of beautiful of the silver foiling in it. Now I will say this is actually my second card in the tutorial bundle. When I created this one, I had the DSP, but when I created my first card, I didn't have that DSP. So I'm going to show you actually a really neat trick of being able to almost create this DSP if you don't have that DSP. So stick around for that second card. You really are going to want to see this. Okay, so with this one, we are going to have one in Old Olive, one of those little square labels in Old Olive, 2 in Cherry Cobbler, 1 in both the green, the red and the very vanilla-y colour in the DSP, and also some gold foil. We're going to use one of these squares in the gold foil as well. Now all the measurements, all the instructions, everything is included in this beautiful 12 card bundle. You can get it free in November by placing an order in my online store. Now for November, any order this month in November will get both October and November's Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial. It's a bit of a double up because I've had a bit of a break. I haven't put all my videos out there, so I'm sort of a little bit behind with a few little things, but it's to your benefit because you're going to get double the rewards for shopping with me in November. So any orders will get both October's and November's Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. Now this is our this is our October monthly tutorial bundle, and if you shop with me in November and you spend over $65 in product, now that is before shipping, you'll receive both October and November's Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, as well as October and November's monthly tutorial bundle. So you're getting 4 bundle tutorials just by shopping with me and spending $65 in product before shipping. Please shop with me. I would love to send you these 4 tutorials. So and they are great. You're going to love them. Okay, so I have all my labels already die cut out. I have stamped my sentiment with Versamark ink, and we're just going to hit it with gold embossing powder, and we're going to warm that up with the heat tool and make sure that it goes, it melts, it comes nice and shiny and is beautiful. And this card is actually such a simple card. I was sort of only given like a day or two's notice to be able to get this card done, and this is what I come up with, which I thought was pretty easy. If you have a look in the catalogue, page 24, I've taken inspiration from that. There is a card in there that is in the catalogue, which, you know, I just thought was absolutely beautiful, and I want to, you know, do something very similar to that. So I'm just arranging all these little square die cut labels. Now these are great because they have little areas where you can put ribbon through, so you can, you know, rearrange it on your card, adding a little bit of ribbon, whatever you would like. I'm just going to actually glue these down in this sort of fashion, and with our sentiment piece, we're going to use that beautiful Cherry Cobbler. It's, let me have a quick look what it's called. Cherry Cobbler Gold 1/4 inch satin ribbon. And I'm just going to put a little bit on either end of that ribbon holes. And we're going to glue that down with a mini glue dot in between. So, although it's not really stuck down, you're putting that glue dot in between the two bits of ribbon so they fold over on each other and adhere down. Very easy. And you know, this is a great way of sort of using quite a few of these items in the suite, as much as I have anyway. So anything that's leaning off the edge there of that very vanilla matting piece, I've just snipped off with my paper snips. And here we're going to add this beautiful ribbon. Now, this 1/4 inch ribbon, I love that Stampin' Up! Have small ribbons. They really are my favourite. The big, thicker ribbons, I don't know, I do struggle with them because they add so much bulk to your project. But for a lot of them, you can cut them down. So, and you know, I have really been trying to do that a little bit more. So I use that ribbon. But the smaller like 1/8 or 1/4 inch ribbon is my favourite. And this is satiny, it's beautiful. Gold on the edges, just absolutely stunning and works so well with the Christmas theme. Okay, so now that I have my ribbon in place, we're going to add some dimensionals down onto that label and pop that up on the card matting piece. And we're also going to add some more dimensionals down on that card matting to add it to the card front. And this is pretty much the card. It's done. And I really love how it turned out. Now, I didn't purchase the embossing folder, all those beautiful, they're actually really pretty, but it's not something that I'll use. Those gold textured adhesive back dots. I don't know, to me it's a funny sort of gold, and it's probably not really something that I would use. So I did want to grab a full pack and not really use them. Now, this whole tutorial bundle is packed with 12 beautiful cards using the whole season of Elegance. You will love them. Now, if you live in Australia and you maybe would like to get these tutorial bundles free, you can certainly do so in my online, no, not in my online store. You can do so by purchasing the starter kit and joining my team, the INKY Stampers. My team get both bundle tutorials free every single month, so it's just an added bonus for coming and joining the team. And there's always, you know, every day is a great day to join the Stampin' Up! Community. Okay, so here is the second card that we have here. Like I said, I didn't have that DSP, so we're going to create our own DSP that looks exactly like the Season of Elegance 12x12 cardstock. So the card base is Cherry Cobbler. We have a matting piece of basic white, another piece of Cherry Cobbler, which we're going to create our own DSP. We've also got a little bit of gold foil, extra piece of Cherry Cobbler cardstock, and basic white for our sentiment. Okay, now you just saw that I took one of the larger banner die cuts from the set. We actually don't need that one. We actually need the smaller one, and I don't know what I was thinking as I was doing this. I do cut this out and I'll come back in and cut a smaller banner as well. And I like this die set that has, you know, they have the two sizes of the banner, the small and the large. So this is the gold enamel effects. It comes in a pack of 3. We're using the gold on the Cherry Cobbler cardstock, and I'm just using a spatula to add a little bit of color down, pushing it across, leaving some in clumps, some in little flicks or flecks. And I really loved how this turned out. I thought this was such a clever idea. It's a great way of adding a little bit of sparkle and shine to your project. It doesn't add any bulk, and it just is, you know, a really great way of using this enamel, metallic enamel effects basics. Comes in gold, silver, and copper. You can also get a, what is it, green, red, and white, I think it is as well. Now, these can make your own little enamel dots as well. So I highly recommend, if you haven't seen this product yet, go and check that out in the annual catalogue. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick die cutting here. We are using the Christmas die cut, and what's really fantastic is this set has both the word and then the matting that goes around it. So the matting I've cut out in the cherry cobbler. The word Christmas has come out in the beautiful gold foil. And once we put it together, it really pops off that page. Again, I'm cutting out the wrong banner. We actually need that smaller banner for our card, but it's fine. Now, just leaving that enamel effects to the side, you want to make sure that that dries really well. So I've done that first just to make sure that it has enough time to dry. I do hit it with the heat tool as well, and that's just to make sure that everything's good before we placing it down. So we have that small banner here now. I have stamped the Merry stamp there with the Versamark ink. We're going to use some gold embossing powder, and we're going to hit that with the heat tool and emboss that image. You guys know, if you've been following me for a little while, embossing is one of my favorite techniques, especially at Christmas time, because you know you're adding all that metallic to your cards and it just looks so spectacular. Again, this card is actually so simple and very easy to create. And like I said, if you're using the actual Season of Elegance DSP, this would make a very easy card. But if you don't have that, but you have the enamel effects in your stash, this might be a really nice way of creating a few Christmas cards as well. Okay, so we're going to layer up our sentiment pieces with just some liquid glue. I've also die cut that long label out of basic white thick and the gold foil for our larger square die. Okay, so we're just going to lay all this up. This is pretty simple. We're going to add some dimensionals down for the Christmas sentiment, and we're going to come in with that gorgeous ribbon, tie a bow, add that down with a mini glue dot, and then we can, once we've adhered all the layers down to the card front, which are the basic white and our enamel effect cherry cobbler cardstock, we're going to pop up everything with the dimensionals. I'm also taking a layer of the inside for the card, because this is cherry cobbler. We want to make sure that we have somewhere where we can write on, and cherry cobbler is way too dark not to have our liner in the inside, so we're using basic white, and we're going to stamp the sentiment that we used on our last card on the inside of our card, which is a season of wonder and happiness, which I thought is a really nice sentiment. There's actually some really great sentiments in that whole stamp set, but I don't know, for some reason I kept going back to that one. So here we have all the sentiment pieces ready to go. Let's add our little ribbon. Now this is just 2 of the 12 tutorials in this bundle. You can purchase this bundle. There is a link in the description of this video or over my blog if you would like to purchase it. Maybe you live outside of Australia and you would like to get your hands on this set. You can certainly do that there, or come join my team and get it for free, or you can place an order, any size order this month in November using that host code that you can see on my table. We'll receive both October's and November's tutorial bundle. This for the Simple Sweet Stampers, which is this one here, and Snowy Wonder is November's, and you'll get to see my card in the next couple of weeks as well. But yeah, double the points, or double the gifts this month in November. So you'll get, any order will get both October and November's Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial. If you spend over $65 before shipping, you will also receive the monthly tutorials for October and November as well. Alright, you know, absolutely amazing gifts, and I'm sure you'll get lots and lots of inspirational ideas from that as well. So we're just layering up our pieces of cardstock here. I'm going to bring in that enamel effects, and I think it's pretty well dry, but just to make sure, we're going to hit it with the heat tool, and you know, I don't want to smudge anything or ruin my card, but you know, it is fairly thinly put onto the cherry cobbler cardstock, and when you create the enamel dots, it does take a little bit to dry if you have them quite thick, but I've sort of layered that down really really quite thinly, so we shouldn't have any issues. Okay, and now I'm going to just adhere this down. You could pop it up if you would like. I'm using just liquid glue. I think there's enough pop up with our dimensionals already, and I want to be able to put this in the mail without any issues. So there we have it. 2 beautiful cards. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and you've stayed till the end. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed this video, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, left me a comment, and yeah, go over and either purchase the tutorial bundle or come and shop in my store or join my team. Alright everyone, enjoy, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye bye.